I've been heat bending some deflects out of this rather iffy Character Yew stave. You can see there's lots of shakes and fine cracks in it, and it'd be easy to say, oh my god, what have you done? You've pulled it down too hard and you've caused it to split right into the fade, and oh, the sky's going to fall down. But no, the real point is a lot of these cracks would have been there already. They've just opened up with the heat and me strapping it down. And if we look at the other side of the grip, that is the central pith, and you'll see cracks radiating out from it. And in fact there's an almost identical crack coming across here and across there as the one that opened out. Well, by the time the handle's all shaped and blended in, those cracks may well have disappeared or become minimised, or conversely the bow may have exploded. But the point is, the wood's what it is. You can't make cracks go away. If they're going to happen, they're going to happen. So you know, it's not always your fault, especially if you're playing with a bit of wood that is slightly marginal or iffy. You've got to take the rough with the smooth and expect funny things to happen. But you can see, if we look down towards this crack, even if I let that split the whole handle section off, there's still plenty of thickness there. So worst case, I could rasp it all off and glue on a new handle section onto the belly. The lighting in here is not very good, but there's all sorts of weird dark streaks. And there's been sections where effectively a whole ring, here we are, a ring has been effectively rotten. So I've had to shave away this corner of the limb until it's virtually all gone. I could have left it there, but it would have just buckled out. So you've just got to work with the wood you've got. But don't worry about a few longitudinal cracks or cracks radiating out from the central pith. They are what they are. You know, don't give up on a bit of wood. If it explodes, it explodes. But if it doesn't, it might surprise you. You might get away with something nice. Anyhow, we'll see. I might take a rasp to this, just de-stress it a bit. But the crack goes right along to there. I do like quite a short grip section, and I can always, you know, flood it with glue or split it off, clean it up and then glue it back on so it's exactly the same bit of wood, but put on soundly rather than split to hell. I think I'll quit while I'm behind with the talking. This is going to be a yew primitive. It's a rather marginal bit of wood. It's got a lot of dark streaks in it where there's splits and shapes. A lovely bit of twist and character there. Bit of an ugly deflex kink just there that will make the lower limb look weak. I've already tried to use heat to pull this up a bit. I've shifted it about an inch, but later on I may have to give it a bit more heat, maybe bring just the very tip up, which will make that look quite cute. Anyhow, I've left the bark on, so it's starting to crack and pop and come off in various places. So don't worry when you hear some horrible noises. It's one of those bows that it may explode on the tiller, it may make a perfectly good bow that will last forever, or it may make a perfectly good bow that lasts for a year and a half and then goes bang. We'll see. It was a bit of wood given to me by a chap called Piers, so I'm making the bow for him. I made him one before, an absolutely stunning Malegabet style bow that lasted I think 2 or 3 years and then went bang. But it had some beautiful character, ridges down the back and knots that looked like eyes. It was glorious. This hopefully will look quite nice when it's done, but we'll see. That's the challenge. We're looking for £50 at some 28 inches, so there's 50. Oh, you just hear it creaking a little bit. Let's get it to good work. We actually want 50 to 55, so there's 55. You just hear that bark popping. So you're not far off. We're sort of 55 at about 25, but we're at a low brace yet. Might as well give it plenty of exercise. Plenty of exercise. I'd rather break it early than put a load of work in and have it break at the end. I'll review the video, see where we are.